2일 토요일 NGOTV BJN 오지입니다. 더쇼 MLB 더쇼 20 RTTS 로드 투 더쇼 선동열 키우기 11화 진행하도록 하겠습니다. 오늘의 그 방송은 어저께 2023 시즌 처음부터 끝까지 진행을 하고 난 후 오늘은 또 2024 시즌 새로 시작하면서 방송을 진행하도록 하겠고요. 오늘 라인업은 이번 시즌 2024 시즌 라인업은 지난 2023 시즌보다 라인업이 훨씬 좀 더 나아진 모습으로 이렇게 찾아뵙게 됐고요. 좀 좌타자가 이제 좀 모자란다는 점이 좀 아쉽긴 한데 지난 시즌보다 훨씬 라인업이 향상된 그런 모습을 볼 수 있습니다. 또 눈에 띄는 것은 또 이제 율머 산체스 선수가 그론에서 이제 벤치 멤버로 내려갔다는 점이 눈에 띄고요. 그 다음에 리안 벤자민 선수 유망주인 것 같습니다. 아니, 유망주 아닌가? 좀 나이가 들어 보이는데 콜업이 얼마 안 된 것 같아요. 그 다음에 투수 투수도 좀 좌투수가 좀 한 명 더 있었으면 좋았을 텐데 좌투수 한 명에 우투수 4명 이렇게 딱 있네요. 좀 그 중앙 개투 불펜 투수도 좀 이제 약간 좀 그렇게 좀 월등히 나아진 점은 없지만 그래도 좀 어느 정도 지난 시즌보다 약간 좀 이제 나아졌다는 게 좀 보이고요. 그래도 또 이제 그 중앙 개투 중에서 알렉스 레이스 이 선수가 좀 중앙 개투에서 좀 이제 저와 함께 선동열 선수와 함께 좀 기대해볼 만한 투수인 것 같습니다. 근데 또 이제 좌투수 중에서 불펜 투수 중에서 좌투수가 한 명밖에 없네. 이게 우투수가 거의 대부분이라서 이게 투수 전체를 통틀어서 좌투수가 단 2명밖에 없어가지고 약간 투수 쪽에서 좀 불안한 느낌이 좀 들긴 하는데 그래도 이번 시즌 좀 기대해 보겠습니다. 그럼 그 다음에 또 2024 시즌 이제 오늘 방송에서 24 시즌 이번 시즌 처음 시작하는 거라서 아직 개막전은 아직 시작하지 않은 상태입니다. 아직 경기 진행하지 않은 상태고요. 네, 안녕하십니까. 오늘도 반갑습니다. NOG입니다. 어저께 이어서 선동열 키우기 더쇼 20 RTTS 진행하고 있고요. 어저께 2023 시즌 전부 진행을 했기 때문에 24 시즌 이어서 진행하도록 하겠습니다. 그럼 첫 경기 진행하도록 하겠습니다. 근데 이번 개막전은 그래도 승리를 하면서 시작을 하네요. 그 지난 시즌보다 좀 많이 이제 그 향상된 그런 라인업을 이제 볼 수가 있었는데 정말 좀 아쉬운 게 좀 너무 그 왼손 타자나 투수가 별로 없어서 그게 좀 이제 좀 불안한 좀 구석이 있긴 있네요. 우선은 우선 잠깐만, 뭐야 이거. 이번 경기 우선 클럽하우스 가게 되면 순위부터 확인해 볼게요. 갑자기 또 이제 좋게 시작하려다가 또 연패를 해버리네 또. 지난 시즌 63경기에 나와서 2승 1패 50세이브 기록했고요. 방어율 1.58 기록하였습니다. 올 시즌 첫 번째 경기, 첫 번째 구원 등판이죠. 방송을 시청하시면서 좀 음량 상태에 좀 불편함을 느끼신다면 바로 말씀해 주셨으면 감사하겠습니다.
And you know, the heavy stuff has finally arrived. This has got to be the hardest rain we've seen all afternoon.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Donovan Casey comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's 1-2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Fouled away. Again, a 1-2. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Now in the box, Felipe Hernandez, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
이번 시즌은 좀 성적이 좋아야 되는데 이게 거의 지금 2020 시즌부터 시작해가지고 거의 2020 시즌 중반부터 시작을 해가지고 거의 지금 5년 차인데 지금 여태까지 성적이 좋지 않습니다. 포스트 시즌 진출해도 거의 한 번인가 진출해서 그렇게 성적이 좋지 못했기 때문에 이번에는 좀 이제 좀 월드 시리즈에 올라와서 좀 리얼한 승부를 보여야 되는데 성적이 근데 이게 이럴 수가 있나? 이번 시즌도 너무 안 좋은데. 시카고 화이트삭스의 경기.
Number 90 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch. Number 90. Bottom of the inning now, and digging in is the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and
지난 시즌부터 또 시작이 좋지가 않아요. 시즌 초반에 좋지 못하는 모습을 보이고 있는데 좀 이상하네 이게.
Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
이게
So back-to-back
그
sliders for
선동열도
strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
팀 성적에 따라가는지
really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
Standing in, Nick Madrigal. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Bonifacio has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Ji-Man Choi. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning.
4타수 2안타.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss on a ball out of the zone. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
아, 지만아 미안하다.
Geraldo stands at first with one out.
넌 좀
And he'll
아웃시켜야겠어.
try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Luis Robert is in with two away now as he looks at a called strike one.
Hey, great job pounding the zone, strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, gotta get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
예, 얼마 전에 그 넥센 히어로즈 소속의 김하성 선수가 김하성 선수가 이제 그 샌디에이고 로 이제 이적을 하게 됐는데 처음에는 믿겨지지가 않아가지고 검색을 해봤던 게 기억이 납니다. 진짜 이러면
It's a two-run shot to straightaway left, and we are tied again.
아, 이런 젠장.
Well, that's the sixth home run we've watched leave the yard in this one, guys. What do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Play ball. Three. He's out. You're out.
Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Well, when your one hit of the game is a home run, it ends up being a really critical one, you have to feel pretty good. It wasn't a huge day on the stat sheet, but it led his team.
Number 90 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
방울 16.20. 아, 너무 충격적인데.
All set for the bottom of the ninth, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate.
Not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
After it is Dickerson. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
너무 안 좋은데.
Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming, here it is. Hit sharply toward the right side, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2. Stepping in, Jalen Davis. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. No balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
And I really don't know how.
And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over. 11-8 the final.
릴렉스하게. 멘탈이 부서지네 지금.
A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement.
연습 투구 진행하고 있고요. 오, 제구가 아주 좋아요. 아, 슬라이더가 이번 시즌은 좀 기대를 했는데 성적이 좀 제발 좀 얘들아. 나도 지금 못하고 있지만 정말 참
Number 90 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 90.
New inning set to get underway, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Michael Gigliotti.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against a closer.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
팀은
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Tom Del Villar comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he takes a cold strike one. One out, nobody on. Ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first.
아까 분명히 시청자가 들어온 것 같았는데 왜
It's a
나가버렸지?
foul ball. This one's flared out toward left.
그러니까
And
분위기
he will
보니까 바로
make the
나가버린 것
play out
같은데.
there, and there are 2 away now. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Yusniel Delgadio. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. The 0-1 pitch. Not the largest crowd ever, but they're on their feet. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. KC down to their final strike in this one. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here.
오히려 말없이 그냥을 나갈 수도 있겠네요.
8-5 tonight.
아무래도
Detroit used a 3-run seventh to help propel them to the win.
오히려 말을 하는 게 좀
claims the
부담스럽나?
win out of the pen, his first.
No errors. They left 7 and on base.
Number 90 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Now pitching for the Tigers. Number 90.
Standing in, Ahmed Rosario. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a ball hit towards Simmons at short. Scooped up on the
오늘은 그냥
first, and that is a big out to
말없이
start the ninth.
진행해야겠다.
So digging in now,
시청자가
Ryan
없어가지고.
O'Hearn. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it
예,
well in this
경기에만
ball game.
집중할게요.
Strike one to start the at-bat. 0-1, here it comes. Swinging a soft liner.
어차피 이제 방송
On
다시
to
보기에서도
first, and they're an
예,
out away.
그렇게
Two gone here in the
좀
ninth.
시청자분들이 예, 많은 시간을 시청하지 않기 때문에 우선
Digging in, Justin Denny looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4
영상을
with 2
그냥 올리는
strikeouts so
것만으로
far in the game. No balls and one
오히려
strike.
이제 제가 말을 하는 게 오히려 이제 그 듣는 입장에서 불편함을 느낄 수도 있기 때문에
And now a crowd right around 25,000 strong comes to their feet. Now a swing and a ground ball. This
말없이
should do it.
진행하도록 하겠습니다.
Throw on to first will take care of him, and the Tigers have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over. A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. The Detroit Tigers came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Alexander Guillen claims the win out of the pen, his first. Number 9.
그냥 간간히 그냥 시청자분들 들으면 인사해주고 거의 뭐 저 영상을 이제 봐주는 것만으로도 이제 거의 감사하기 때문에 또 제가 말하는 걸 듣고 부담스러우면 안 되니까.
Number 90 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
아 근데 초반에 너무 이제 그 블루 세이브를 줬다는 게 좀 이게 오늘
Into the box, Brian
멘탈이 아주
O'Keefe. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. In there, 0-1. Fouled off. 0-2, here it is. A ball and 2 strikes.
Good pitch, and I think he locked him up, but he wasn't rewarded for it this time.
Sent on the ground out to second. To second for one.
경사타 좋습니다.
On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. 5-2, the final score tonight. The Tigers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
Tigers, 5 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. They left 7.
Number 90 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 90.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Jorge Mateo.
The shortstop.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Mateo.
Comes set with the 0-1, and he fouls this one off. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
And into left field for a 1-out hit.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time, work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field. Clearly, he's been putting in that work, and it paid off right there.
Behind 0-2 now. Oh, right back to him on the mound. Simmons back to first. It's a double play right when he needed it, and this ball game is over. 3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Detroit led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Derek Skubal earns the win.
잠깐만, 배가 아픈데? 큰일인데 이거?
Number 90 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 90.
All set for the start of the inning, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Alexander Canario. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Two mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
He froze him on the fastball there. Alexander Canario takes the hat trick with his third strikeout of the night.
Rodriguez.
First delivery to him on the way. Julio Rodriguez comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The pitch. 2-0 now. Behind on the swing that time, and it's 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Now the pitch. Fouled away. This is foul right side. The 2-2 one more time is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Pedro Severino is in with two away as he takes a ball 1-0 on the ground to the left side. And that's through into left field for a base hit.
배가 아파 죽겠는데 지금 또 안타를 쳐버렸네.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
To plate now, Taylor Trammell, and it's fouled away. He's hitless in his two at-bats so far. A one pitch on its way. And there's a called strike two, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. Last chance for the Mariners. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win. Win at home in front of their home crowd.
6-1 the final tally today.
화장실 갔다가
The Detroit Tigers
복귀하도록
rode an
하겠습니다.
important sixth inning to victory in this one. Derek Skubal wins his third of the season as he goes 6+ innings and allows only a pair of base hits. Marco Gonzalez pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Tigers, 6 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left just 1 runner on base. For the Mariners, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 59 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
다시 돌아왔습니다. 너무 힘들다. 제가 이제 화장실에서 좀 지내면서 화장실에서 볼일을 보면서 왜 이렇게 오늘 하루 종일 갑자기 이렇게 배가 아플까 곰곰이 이제 기억을 되살려 보니까 오늘 청양고추를 3개나 먹었어요. 청양고추를 3개나 먹었더니 그게 아무래도 이제 좀 심시티에 무리가 온 것 같은데 아직도 위에 무리가 오는 것 같다. 힘들어. 숨이 차다.
Number 90 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
방송을 해야겠고.
Ready now, Austin Meadows, and he's about as dangerous as they come. Without a doubt, he's one of the true icons in the sport today. He's set, here it comes.
0-1.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Ciani is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. Dan Vogelbach is next, and he always poses a threat, of course. One of the true superstars in the game today. First pitch on its way. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Vogelbach behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking up around the letters.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Yoshi.
Standing in now, Yoshi Tsutsugo, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And this is swung on and missed, so with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Stepping into the box, Willie Adames. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. And a reach with the backhand, but he comes up empty as that gets by him.
All right, Dan, as a former closer right here, you get 2 quick outs in the 9th inning, and then you give up back-to-back knocks. Are you 1 pitch away? What are you telling yourself?
You know, sometimes the hardest thing to do, D-Roll, is to get that 1, 2, 3, 9th inning. 2 base hits in a row right now. This is where you really have to make some good pitches. It's never easy pitching the 9th inning, and this is an indication of that right here.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over. Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon. The Tigers came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win.
2 runs, 6 hits, no errors.
Number 90 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 90.
Now Now at the plate, Ronaldo Hernandez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
Coming to the plate now, Vidal Brujan is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 1 out, nobody on. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
This is the pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
In now, Corbin Carroll. And this is lined right back up the middle.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Fouled off.
Yandy Diaz.
A curveball hit right back at him. Throw on to first will take care of him, and the Tigers have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. 6.
순위가 10점 13패. 초반 좀 좋지 않았습니다만 많이 나아졌네요. 예, 좀 상승세를 타기 시작했고, 캡이 뚫려야 되는데.
Number 90 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 90.
Ready for another shot now, Tommy Pham. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And they start him out away with a called strike. And he falls behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. In now, Nico Goodrum. He went down on strikes last time up.
Designated hitter, Nico Goodrum.
Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
That's a stone-cold take right there. Easily could have been rung up instead.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Next to bat for Toronto, Roberto Perez. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Final strike for the Blue Jays. Here's a pop-up now. Urshela in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final.
Manager checks in with his ball club.
Number 90 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Now pitching for the Tigers, number 90.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Sheldon Noisy. And here's an at-bat you don't want to miss. The pop is something to see, so will have to be dealt with carefully here.
Nobody here, nobody.
He's set and the pitch.
Here we go now, let's go.
Now a ball hit towards Simmons at short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Ready for another chance? Gabriel Arias, and he's about as dangerous as they come. Without a doubt, he's one of the true icons in the sport today. First offering on its way.
와 이거를 별로.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And he fouls this one off.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And a curveball here. Good pitch, but a better take, and it's to 2-1 now.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
Fouled away. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
Ball out.
아 재우가 또 왜 이러냐.
2-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this line.
Arizona, good night. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Tigers came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory.
First for the victorious Tigers, 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors.
Number 60, number 90 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 90.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. The next 1-2 pitch. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Another one sent foul.
All right, come on now.
And a swing and a miss at the curveball. A great pitch call there, and that's the first out here in the ninth. Digging in, Josh Rojas. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. One and one to the D-backs leadoff man. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Man, you don't see this in today's game that much. A guy who's willing to work east-west consistently with a great cutter two-seamer combo.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Josh Rojas is retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one. Catch is made, and the Tigers have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. 9-6 the final tally in this one. The Detroit Tigers took the lead.
어디 보자. 팀 성적이 야, 이게 화이트삭스가 휴스턴이 시카고? 예, 시카고 화이트삭스가 아직 그리고 아직까지는 순위 분도 이렇게 차이가 없네요. 정식 그다음에 초반에 좀 이제 블론 세이브 뭐라? 어디 갔지? 안 보이네. 어디 갔나 이거? 지금 예 블루 세이브 순위 2위고요. 초반에 블루 세이브가 3대 있어서 좀 아깝네.
Number 90 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 90.
All set to start the ninth in this one, and with it comes Francisco Lindor to the plate.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer. Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Lets it fly 2-0, but this one's by him for the first strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count to Francisco Lindor.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Now batting, the first
Matt Olson is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Line drive to left. Dickerson is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now. Ready once again, Kyle Tucker, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. In there, no balls and a strike. And this will be a called strike two, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
어떻게 저걸 또 커트해내네.
And that's going to do it as the catch is made, and the Tigers have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
I expect this series to be a battle. So to take the first game at home is definitely the way you want to start it out. Give that home crowd a reason to come back tomorrow for what will hopefully be.
Number 90 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 90.
Bottom of the inning now, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Donovan Casey.
Not an easy thing to do to score off the game's elite closers, but down by 1 at home, you've got a chance with that last at bat.
And that misses low and away, ball 1. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2.
아,
Here's
손동현
a
선수.
topper fouled off to the
웃는 게
right,
너무
and that'll even the
귀엽습니다.
count at 2-2. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
잠깐 지나쳤던 이제 그
Next will
웃는
be the
모습이
designated
순간
hitter,
깜짝
Drew
놀랐어요.
Jackson. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
And he strikes him out as
좋습니다.
well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
초반에 블론 세이브를
From the
시즌
stretch, here's the
초반에
pitch.
블론 세이브를 하나 얻긴
0-1 the
했습니다만
count.
그래도
Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball
점차
game in the
안정적으로
last of the
던지고
ninth.
있어요.
Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Swing and a miss, he struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Tigers came through late.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
디트로이트 타이거즈 시카고 화이트삭스와의 경기입니다. 리그 같은 지구에서
Number 90 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 90.
Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. 3 runs already home here. And it's fouled away.
1 out. Got 1.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Jalen Davis is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Fouled off.
그 볼런 세이브라는 5점, 볼런 세이브라는 5점을 남긴
34,000
시카고
fans
화이트박스의
comes to their feet. Unable to find the zone with the
아주
slider.
고설마이지 아주.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heat.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
7-5.
잠시. 아, 이게. 뭐야, 이거? 아, 또 미네소타 트윈스가 또 올라갔구나. 1위로. 좀 초반에, 치열한 상황에서, 그래도, 예, 이번 시즌은 좀 기대해볼 만한 그런 느낌이 와요. 예. 우선 뒤처지지만 않으면은, 예, 충분히, 해볼 만한 것 같습니다.
Number 90 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 90.
Into the box now, James McCann. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
From the stretch. In there for strike 1, 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. Now batting, Robert Poisson. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Right down Broadway that time, strike 1. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. The 1-1 takes a pitch for strike number 2.
1 and 2.
1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting, the center fielder.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. The 0-1 on its way. And now this crowd, estimated at around 26,000 fans, comes to their feet. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And that's going to do it as the catch is made, and the Tigers have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over. And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Tigers took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Luis Perdomo earns his 5th winner of the year. Alec Bettinger was only able to work 4 innings as he takes. Number 90 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 90.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr., and he always poses a threat, of course. One of the true superstars in the game today.
원아웃에 1루, 주자 1루에 있습니다.
First pitch on its way.
Hey, great job pounding the zone strike one.
지금 이
When you got a
상황에서
great
이제
hitter in the
올랐다는
box,
거는
gotta get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
1-1 to count.
완봉승을
Allen leads off first
선발
with one
투수가
away.
완봉승을 노렸던 것 같아요.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
The count now at 2-2, and he fouls this one off. And there he goes towards second, high in the air into shallow left center. Simmons ranging into the outfield. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Here's Manny Machado now, and he's about as dangerous as they come. Without a doubt, he's one of the true icons in the sport today. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Machado now on 0-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your...
And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Detroit came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Tarek Skubal earns win number 7 on the season as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Number 90 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 90.
어우, 등 간지러워.
So here's Will Myers. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Hey, here we go. Plays it.
The next 1-2 pitch.
Ball 2. 2-2 is down.
이거를 또.
Fouled away.
꽤나 번거로운 수비로구만.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
공을 깨를
Well,
던지게
you're
하고
usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Fernando Tatis Jr. is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 locks him up for strike 3. And in steps Manny Machado, and he always poses a threat, of course, one of the true superstars in the game today.
Machado.
From the belt, the pitch. fouled away. Here's the 0-2. And he'll just waste one there, 1-2. Runners on first with one down. Hit hard to the right, but foul. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Ciani is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Digging in now, Trent Grisham. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. 2 out with the man at first. Taken called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. San Diego down to their final strike. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in. This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Detroit came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Alec Mills wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Number 90 earns the save out of the bullpen.
Player's agent calls to touch base.
Number 90 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 90.
Next up for the A's, Sean Murphy. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
So coming to the plate, Kike Hernandez. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. No balls and a strike to count. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. And another foul ball.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Hernandez behind the ball and 2 strikes. Last strike now for Oakland. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Yeah, nice job slamming the door shut right there. And I'm told he just tied me on the all-time saves list with 158. That's a number I'm proud of, and he should be too.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2.
This manager is hoping to stoke the competitive fire of his pitchers.
예, 미네소타와의 경기. 지금 선두권 경쟁을 펼치고 있는데 좀 따라잡을 수 있는 기회가 왔습니다.
New inning set to get underway. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Eddie Rosario. And that fastball's taken, but catches the outer third. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
No outs here.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball inside.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see, he currently ranks 2nd in the AL in that department. William Astudillo comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
He's set. Here it comes. Akil Baddoo is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Runs up and gets this one down. Throw on to first will take care of him, and the Tigers have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over. 8-6 the final score tonight. The Tigers came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Alec Mills earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th.
First for the victorious Tigers, 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors.
Number 90 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 90.
7연속 돌파를 하고요.
All set for the start of the inning. And digging in is the outfielder, Alex Kirilloff.
Tough situation, down 1 here on the road, trying to score off one of the game's top closers. They've got their work cut out for him.
He's set, and the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, get a strike down for us right now, baby. Let's go.
Driven to deep right field. Going back is Bonifacio. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. The next twin up, Eddie Rosario, is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Good swing there, but this is foul off to the right side. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
That'll bring in Williams Astudillo, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to
이번
this
시즌
point.
타율이 2할 2푼 1리.
And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here
이
this
선수가 그렇게
afternoon.
발이 빠른
And
편도
now the
아니거든요.
crowd estimated at over 29,000 come to their feet. 1-2 to the Twins catcher. 2 out, nobody on. Final strike for the Twins, and he fouls this one off. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over. A one-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The Detroit Tigers led this.
이런 젠장. 이러면 좋지 않아. 헷갈리네. 이게 좀 될 듯 될 듯, 좀 올라갈 듯 말 듯.
Number 90 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 90.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
Fastball just inside.
Here we go, guys.
Count now to 2 balls and a strike to Ben Gamble.
Nobody.
All even now, 2-2.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
교통. 예.
Now back to the top of the lineup.
상위
Stepping
팀들을 만날 때
in, Luis Arias. 2 hits in 2
손을
trips for him thus
많이
far.
떠놔야겠죠.
0-1 the count. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled away. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Hey, we got 1.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Hit on the ground out to short. Simmons has it. Throw on to first will get him, and the Twins are now down to their final out. Twins down to their final out. And that'll bring in the speedy Nick Gordon. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Gordon.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
I always felt 0-2 you had to cover away.
낚일 수
If a guy's going
있었는데.
to bury you in 3 times in a row, you tip your cap and walk back to the dugout because that's not easy to do.
Bonifacio's under it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. 8-2 tonight's final. Detroit used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Trevor Williams earns his 5th winner of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com. Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
8 runs on 12 hits. No errors.
Number 90 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 90.
Settling in now, Nick Gordon. And then what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic. Watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. The 1-0 pitch.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
To 2-2 now.
I got to count 2-2.
Swing and a line drive. But this will land foul as he didn't miss by much.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
He throws him on the fastball there. Nick Gordon is sent packing for the first out in the bottom of the 9th. Now here's the pitch. Jose Ramirez comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Hey, great job pounding the zone strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, gotta get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Count now, a ball and a strike. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Final strike for the Twins. And it's fouled away. 2-run game, last of the 9th with 2 away. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over. This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Tigers took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Luis Perdomo.
야, 진짜 이번 시즌 성적이 순위가 아주 그냥 치열하다, 치열해. 야, 뉴욕 양키스는 와, top5인데. 와.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Number 90 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 90.
Stepping up to the plate, Jesse Winker, looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Buxton at second. Luplo is over at first with 1 away. Ball 1.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. And another foul ball. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Franmil Reyes is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Reyes carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Behind 0-2 now. Last strike now for Cleveland.
정말 4번 타자의 그 위압감이
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be
그
called
4번
out on
타자의
strikes
그
to end the
위압감을
game.
가지고 있습니다.
Bouncer to the left side.
땅볼.
Throw on to first will take care of him, and the Tigers have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. Detroit wrap up their 20th road win of the season. Tarek Skubal wins his league-leading 10th game of the year. Number 90 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 90.
Here's Byron Buxton now. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Behind 0-2 now. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
The left fielder, number 33.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Bonifacio's under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. No balls and a strike to count. Comes set and the 0-1.
Ball, that's up there.
And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Last strike now for Cleveland. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 4-2 the final score today. The Detroit Tigers to Victoria for the
드디어 1위 1위 쟁탈했네요. 드디어 결국에는 잠깐만. 이게 공동 1위로는 안 되는구나.
Number 90 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 90.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, and he's about as dangerous as they come. Without a doubt, he's one of the true icons in the sport today. First pitch coming, here it is. Ready with the 0-1. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Gabriel Moreno stands in as he looks at a called strike. So far this season, Moreno is carrying a slugging percentage under 350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. Fouled off. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen. And that'll bring up Alex Brickman, and he always poses a threat, of course. One of the true superstars in the game today. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Slapped hard the opposite way. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ballgame. Now to the plate, Miles Straw. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. The 0-1 on its way. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Down 0-2.
And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first. And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final.
First for the victorious Tigers, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left.
Number 90 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 90.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. That'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. Strike one to start the at-bat. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. And now this is foul tipped at the plate, and that appeared to catch a lot of the home plate umpire in the process. Hope he's all right down there. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen. From the stretch, Corey Lee is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out to center field. The catch is made, and the Tigers have taken game one of the series on the road as the ball game is over. 7-5 tonight's final. Detroit put up a 4-spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Michael Fulmer.
쟁취했고요. 오늘의 경기는 여기서 마무리하도록 하겠습니다. 순위 잠깐 확인해 보고요. 드디어 이제 아메리칸 리그 중부지구 1위를 달리고 있습니다. 그 성동열 키우기를 진행하면서 처음으로 이제 아메리칸 리그 중부지구 선두로 달리고 있는 것 같은 선두로 달리고 있는 모습인데요. 이게 이 상황이 지금 언제까지 이어지게 될지 모르겠는데, 그래도 좀 더 이렇게 유지를 하고 좀 더 이제 상승세를 타서 포스트 시즌까지 진출하도록 방송을 진행하도록 하겠습니다. 그렇게 포스트 진출까지 무난하게 갈 수 있도록 이제 바라면서 방송을 진행할 예정이고요. 아메리칸 리그 동부지구 뉴욕 양키스가 지금 49승 24패로 이제 아메리칸 리그에서 좀 독보적인 모습을 보여주고 있는데, 지금 거의 이번 시즌은 이제 뉴욕 양키스를 제외하고 대부분의 팀들이 순위 경쟁에 있어서 좀 이제 치열한 모습을 보여주고 있는데, 이제 이번 시즌은 좀 오늘 방송을 진행하면서 초반에 좀 이제 그 시즌 초반에 블론 세이브를 하나 기록한 게 있는데, 그 상황에서는 이제 그렇게 블론 세이브를 해가지고 초반에 좀 시즌 초반에 좀 그 안 좋은 분위기가 좀 오래 될까봐 걱정을 하기도 했는데, 다행히 그 이후로 잘 막아내고 실점을 잘 막아내고 있고, 그래서 좀 연속 세이브 이어가고 있고요. 지금 상황에서도 지금 세이브 1위도 기록 중에 있습니다. 아직 시즌이 진행 중이긴 한데, 초반 선동열 선수로도 분위기가 좋게 진행되고 있다는 점에서 아주 분위기가 좋습니다. 이렇게 해서 오늘 경기는 오늘 방송을 여기서 더쇼 MLB 더쇼 20 RTTS 임창 선동열 키우기는 여기서 마무리하도록 하고 있고요. 주말에 방송을 어떻게 진행할지 지금 고민 중에 있긴 한데, 그래도 주말 방송을 진행하시도록 노력하겠습니다. 그러면 오늘 방송은 여기서 마치도록 하겠고요. 2021년 새해의 첫 주말인데요. 좀 기분 좋게 맞이해서 2021년 시작하는 이 첫 번째 한 주 의미 있는 시간 보낼 수 있도록 바라겠습니다. 오늘의 영상 봐주시는 분들께 감사하다는 말씀을 드리면서 좀 오늘 방송은 좀 이제 좀 조용한 분위기에서 방송을 진행하게 됐는데 이렇게 좀 조용한 분위기에서 방송을 진행한 게 좀 이제 그래도 마음에 들으셨다 싶으면은 마음에 드셨고 만족하시면은 좋아요와 구독 눌러주시길 바라면서 알람 설정까지 꼭 부탁드리겠습니다. 그럼 오늘 방송은 여기서 마무리하도록 할게요. 여러분 모두 편안한 밤 되십시오.